Here's a little bonus stream, 'cause I know you've had it tough. And here's a little bonus theme about watching real cool stuff. Yes, here's a little bonus stream where we can play. Don't be frightened, don't run away. You can linger, 'cause I'm your Twitch streaming friend. Think of me as a father figure with a hand to lend. Here's a little bonus stream where you don't have to worry. Take your sweet time, you need not hurry. Oh, you're looking incredible. You're the bomb. And me, I'm kinda like your dad. And a little like your mom. There are no trolls in here. Hey, wait, look over there. I was just kidding. Don't be scared. And when you turn the stream off in the real world once again, you won't have to play make-believe or try to pretend. 'Cause I'll be right there when you open your tab. 'Cause I'm your little musical Twitch streaming lad. So show me to your pets and show me to your pals. You really will impress every nifty guy and gal. Show them you're individual. Show them you are bold. Besides, I get residuals on every sub that's sold. I'm your little musical Twitch streaming friend for life. I'll never leave you. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the show. Let me actually switch over to the other microphone. Hey everybody. More microphone that I don't have to get right up on. Hey, how's it going, everybody? That, for those of you wondering, that song from the awesome game Skull Monkeys. It's the bonus room theme from Skull Monkeys, slightly modified for our purposes. So yeah, today, like the song says, we're doing a bonus stream. So we're going to play. I thought we could do a. I wanted to do this bonus stream because we got nothing else scheduled on here on Monday, and we had nothing streamed on Saturday or on Friday because, of course, lots of people are away at Magic Fest, and so I felt kind of bad that our streaming schedules has been a little bit light in the last little while, and there was nothing streaming today. So I figured I could jump in and play this game, which is a game that I've been very curious about for a while. It's been one of those games, and I saw when I sort of announced this, I saw a couple people mentioning this. It's the kind of game that I feel like I'm maybe not alone in that a lot of that I kind of had it in my game collection because I think I got it because like Epic was giving it away at one point for free as part of their weekly free game thing. Um, but I think other people like I think it's been part of various humble bundles as well and things. It's one of those games that has sort of you might end up with it in your collection without necessarily deliberately buying it, and then it just kind of sits there and doesn't get played. Um, just because it's sort of a it at least from what I understand, it's kind of a different type of game. Um, so and I don't really know that much about it, to be honest. I believe it is sort of a lot of kind of text based sort of thing. I think there may be some horror elements to it. I will say the probably the most information I have about the game is when I put it into Twitch. The tags that it automatically brought up were compilation, adventure game, and horror. So here we go. So be warned, there may be some spoopiness coming up. Also be warned, the during the intro, it during in the startup screen, it did mention that there could be some flashing lights. So to sort of if that's a problem for you, just let that be known. And yeah, let's take a look at this and let's try it. And I called this kind of a mini play it forward. It's kind of a cross between a bonus stream and a play it forward. And I called it that because, from what I understand, the game is in its entirety is only about 3 hours long, and that's with like the 4 different sections. So it's a pretty short little game. So hopefully we can see the whole thing in one go here. Yeah, let me just quickly welcome some subscribers. A Wabajack for that 75 bits. Thank you very much. Stories being Untold time. Evil Clock, 31 months. Thank you very much. The Awesome One version 2 for 3 months. That's even more awesome, I guess. More awesome than version 1. Says 3 months, the longest I've been committed to anything. Well, thank you. No Superman 10 for 35 months. How many months? Boy, time does fly. I mean, you're no Superman, but obviously time does fly. DKS04 Saturn for 29 months. Paul, every time you sing on my stream, my insides get all warm and nice. Aw. Have my sub of the month as a token of gratitude. Oh, thank you very much. And Macumus for 33 months. Thank you very much. So yeah, I guess another note would be Seth Erickson for the 6 months. That's like half a moon. Obviously there's like puzzles and stuff in this. So, if you do have this in your collection and you don't want to be spoiled on it, sorry, I guess. Maybe you don't want to watch the stream, but let's see how we do here. And I think this sort of varies with streamers, but for me anyway, my policy for for spoilers, obviously I don't want any spoilers. My policy for like helping is The funny thing, like my general policy for like helping with adventure games like this, because sometimes I may get stuck or whatever, is I'm happy to receive help from the chat as long as you don't know what to do, right? So if you've played the game before, or if you're like looking at a walkthrough or something, it's not so fun to get your to have you in the chat saying exactly what to do. But if you don't know what to do, and we're sort of on an even footing, where we're both kind of guessing, and you're like, hey, try this. I don't know, maybe it'll work. That's kind of fun. So I know that's kind of a weird distinction, and obviously I can't hold you to that. It's just a matter of we'll use the honor system here. Although it's entirely possible that I will not look at the chat. So in terms of answers. So if that's very frustrating for you, sorry. Now, XSplit is telling me that nobody is currently watching. So maybe that won't be a problem. Or it's possible that XSplit is incorrect. So the quote-unquote music that was playing during the intro, during the intro, I don't know if you even heard it. But this is the music that's been playing. This is the title screen music. Can you hear that? Not what I would call like, sophisticated orchestration. All right, let's check our options here. Not a lot of options. Subtitles were turned on. Cool. I like that. It's kind of a nice. It's a nice feature. All right, let's start on this. The house abandoned. You can see in the back there, 4 stories, 1 nightmare, no waiting. All right, here we go. I'm ready for the spooks. Considering it's like primarily text-based, I think it might be, slow burn spooks. See how it goes. Oh, Devolver Digital. Man, they're up to everything these days. Yeah, let me just turn that down a little bit. The humming at the beginning was apparently very quiet. I mean, this is definitely, I would guess that this was probably in development before Stranger Things, but there's certainly some aesthetic inspiration at least. Although, to be fair, Stranger Things also aesthetically inspired. Maybe they were just inspired by the same thing. Cramburger, 59 months. Lord Hydros for 7 months. Lara the Mighty for 6 months. And Miss Temperance for 29 months. That color, the color stuff around the edges, that's a real thing, eh? From the sort of Commodore 64 Amiga era. That's a video games would often, especially when they were loading, have sort of a color border thing that would be kind of going through. I think it was sort of almost a diagnostic thing that would happen. Okay. So this is like a text adventure, but in order to make it more fancy, it's a text adventure on a super 3D screen. Alright. I'll see about... So far, I'll start reading out as we go, and if the reading becomes too much, maybe I won't, but we'll see how it goes. You pull up to the driveway of the family holiday home and park the car. It's dark, but it's as idyllic as you remember from all that time ago. You remember being told to look in the glove box before going in. It's good to be back. Look in glove box. Okay. Open glove box. Key and a handwritten note from Dad. Take both. Okay. Open door. Okay. Get ye flask. I played a couple of text adventure games as a kid. And probably also recently. But yeah. Also, if you saw the Paul Quest series that I did on YouTube, the early Space Quest games had a text-based interface. The house is grand, sat perfectly amongst the trees. In front of you is the front door, and the yard stretches around the side of the house. Look. Front door. Door appears to be locked. Notice there's no... It's interesting that there's no, like, tutorial thing to even explain to you, like, how to play a text adventure game. Which is interesting. Even traditional, like, original text adventure games usually would have, like, a thing about, like, these are the things to push. Should we go around the side of the house? Go side of house. Well, let's go. You insert the key and turn. The door lock clicks open. The key explodes. You're dead. That would be the accurate thing for the kind of bullcrap that they would have in these kind of games. That's true. There is a note, isn't there? You enter the house. Oh, it's dark and you can't see anything. You feel a light switch next to the door. I can't read the note right now, I guess. Turn on light. A click. And nothing. There's no power. The note should say how to restore it. Look note. Yeah. Leave house. Look note. Hi, son. I hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the generator out back to get the power and lights on. Also, I found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy. Alright. Turns out my thought of going around the side of the house is actually correct. I just didn't phrase it correctly. Yeah, should have known. Those of you who got your Let's Nope bingo cards out, the start the generator. Alright, well let's... Can I do exits? No. Go yard. Ah, here we go. The yard has been well maintained. You spent a lot of time here with your family on holiday trips. Good memories. Look, house. Old house, but it's in good shape. In what way is the backyard the front of the house? Go side of house. This is not hard, game. Just want to go around house. Nope. Yes, of course. Go around the house by stepping through the front door. Step outside the front door. Go side. Take a walk around the yard. Okay, I already got here. Good memories. You think in the description of the room it would mention that it's like, the yard is well maintained. You spend a lot of time with your family on good holiday trips. Good memories. Also, there's a generator here. Switch the generator on. It whirs to life. The house is still dark. Okay. Go house. See, that's just poor text game. Construction. It's actually a surprisingly sophisticated setup. If you think about it, like kind of like the the Fighting Fantasy book that Adam played a few weeks ago. Go house. How much nostalgia are you experiencing right now? This is pretty nostalgic, although I never really played these kind of games on a Commodore 64. I was all about, my first real computer when I was at home was a Mac Plus. The hallway is now brightly lit. Yes! Actually, to be accurate, there should be like a score at the top. And then you go like, boop, you get like score as you actually like do stuff in the game. That's a very common thing. Access to the kitchen and living room as well as a set of stairs going up. Oh, all sorts of places to go. Probably good stuff in the kitchen. The kitchen is tidy and well kept. There is a door to the utility room, but otherwise it is just a kitchen. See, I'm concerned after the experience with the generator that like very clean and tidying up using. I'm concerned that there might be like objects like the if it was using the one of the like traditional Infocom parsers, it would be like it would list off the actual like objects in the room. That's a pretty common thing too. I'm concerned that with the incident with the generator, there could be like stuff that I don't know about. But we'll see how it goes. Break door. Oh. Also, if you're listening, I'm not actually using the like super clicky keyboard we have, although maybe I should, because what you're hearing is actually clicks made by the game to emulate the clickiness of the keyboard in the thing. Just kind of an interesting situation. Alright. Leave kitchen. Jacobs H97 for 6 months. Thank you very much. Go living room. And Jander's on home. Homes on Janders is a new subscriber. Welcome. A spacious and comfortable living room. We spent a lot of good time here playing board games with the family. Warm and inviting. I'm a little concerned about all the past tense that is being used. Work room? Are there actually board games here? See, that's concerned. Like, that concerns me. That there are like board games to look at, even though it says like we played board games here, but it doesn't actually say that they're board. It's just as somebody who has played games like this, this is not particularly well designed. I mean, maybe the fact that this is not that well designed is part of the larger game design, though. Who knows? See, it's not a well-designed game because it's supposed to be designed by, you know, an evil monster that doesn't know how to make text-based adventure games. See, it's brilliant. All right, let's go upstairs. Leave room. Go upstairs. I am on the landing, the stairwell landing. There is a bathroom, 2 bedrooms, yours and your sister's. Shouldn't there be 3 bedrooms? Pictures adorn the wall. Please look. The repetition of like, we are happy. These was happy times. We had a lot of fun here. This is great. Everything's happy. I hope I'm really enjoying the warm comfortness. I'm a little, it seems a little overly emphasized. Go bathroom. There's not much to note, but it is all in good order. Use bathroom. Look, toilet. Their bathroom is clean. A large mirror sits above the sink. That is a very accurate description of the toilet. Look, mirror. It is your reflection. All right. Not a vampire. Excellent. We're already way ahead. Use sink. I don't know what you're trying to use. The sink. I already tried to use the toilet. I didn't like it. Go bedroom. Which bedroom? Go my... No parents' bedroom, which seems creepy. So many good memories been preserved so well. All right, so there's the thing from... I mean, maybe I'm overthinking this. Like, it told me exactly where to go, right? It's just like, there's a thing in the attic that I put on your bed. Beej is going to be playing the Shadowrun. On your desk. Right. Open box. Unwrap the gift excitedly. Old computer. Wait, what? Oh no. Am I gonna be playing a retro text adventure game within the retro text adventure game? Am I gonna be playing an even more retro text adventure game? Wow, what? A +2 computer. Wait, does that mean it has +2 computingness? Wow. Yeah, this is supposed to be a game from when I was a kid. Within the text adventure game, this is a game from when I was a kid. A computer from when I was a kid, so it must be considerably older than the computer I am currently using, which is itself a retro thing. This is crazy. Also, time isn't passing, eh? It's been 22:05 for a long time. Use computer? Right. Use game. Whoop, I broke it. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Lost my time. Ooh. Oh, the computer did not like that. It's clearly been neglected. You can't stand to be near this place. Uh-oh. Key and a handwritten note from Dad. Look, note. I hate you. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out the car, get out the car, get out the car, get out the car, get out the get out the car, get out the car. I feel like I should get out of the car. No, I had the crosshair before. Can I click on anything? Oh, I can zoom in. Use the key to the house. Okay. Leave car. You force. Oh, I guess I should open the car door first. Oh. All the happy memories are gone from this place. There is no love here. Oh. This is the worst of all possible futures. Go yard. Frankenfruity! For 41 months. Spoops today. Spoops also today. Poops today. Backyard. You clutch the note. Okay, so there's still a generator here. Oh, jeez. Oh, I don't like that. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Oh, the note changed. That's cool. That's cool. Oh yeah, the photos on my desk all have... Apparently, all my family is in witness protection now. I did not intend to push that button. The spookiest of air horns. Go house. Click a block. So if I walk in this room, if I walk in the house, am I gonna like see myself on the computer? At this point, I put like 50-50 odds on that. Whoop. Margie RG. 25 months. Woo, witness protection. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. This could not be. Oh, jeez. Stop. Oh boy. That can't be. Go upstairs. I can't go upstairs. Can't do anything right now. I can't click on here. Whew. Oh! Oh, good. That's good. Uh, oh. There's writing on... 1986. We should probably write that down somewhere. I'm gonna start making a note document here. Smeared across the wall in blood. The utility room has a red X painted on it. Oh yeah, 1986 is written right there. I feel like that wasn't there before. Also, this says 9999 now. So that's cool. Although hardly an appropriate term. The furniture is threadbare and worn. The note is fixed in your mind. Dread fills the pit of your stomach. This is not a nice place. All the board games that you once loved have been replaced with Monopoly. Frankenfruity. Oh, much. Awamba Jack. 94 bits. Thank you very much. Rith, the Awakener, for 3 months. Thank you very much. Look note. Always changing now read. To get through this, I don't care if you want to or not. Okay, you know what? That is an improvement over random bleeding. So you know what? I'll take it. feel like, just a sec. Is the note changing depending on what room I'm in? Like fabric. It's covered in blood.
There is nothing for you here.
Look at the carcass. Oh, that's great. Unknown carcass. Go upstairs. Oh yeah. I'm definitely gonna see myself in my room. You can see. Your sister's room. Something's different about them. Look. Pictures. Yeah, I noticed that. Let's go to the bathroom. Gross. Let's see what the note looks like in here. Fair enough. Wait, I haven't seen. Look, what does the note look like here? I find the punctuation of differ, and comma, to be the most disturbing. Oh, hey. All right. Happy note. Oh, that's a good point. Let's go into the bathroom and look in the mirror. Okay, it's probably as good. It's probably better than the alternative. All right, let's go to sister's room. Her name is Jennifer. We've spelt bear several times here in different ways. Also, my sister's name was Jennifer, which I didn't actually know before. Well. go. I'm really concerned about this. Four-digit combination lock. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I don't see a shadow in the door. Yeah. This is kind of how Super Hot ends. Oh. Um. Looks like we may be coming up to a content warning here, people. Get in the door. Get in the room. Do it. Go. Unknown Poet B for 9 months, and the Borzy for 25 months says, how long would Paul's beard be if you laid each beard hair end to end? Probably quite long. I mean, and? I don't want to. No. 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 Screw you. Fine. Isn't that what I was supposed to say? It was all my fault. I'm a really slow typist. Interesting. For those of you who don't know, this is sort of a it's an anthology game. So there's 4 games that are mostly separate. I really like that idea. In some ways, I'm kind of disappointed that that's where it ends. I feel like there's a lot of more interesting stuff they could have done with that, but. All right, here we go. Should we take a quick? I'm actually going to take a quick commercial break before I do the next one. Might as well. Be back in just 1 minute. Hey everybody. Welcome back. I was contemplating whether to do a jump scare on coming back, but then I decided not to. You're welcome. That's not to say that I won't do one sometime in the future. Yes. So, as a couple of people have said, apparently the flashing warning that was given at the beginning of the game is in effect for episode 2. So let's see what happens. Some commands may be case sensitive. Oof. This is the same intro. No, it's not the same intro. Is it? Maybe? Yeah. What? I like all the computer equipment and then just a drill.
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander leading, assisted by Dr. Williams, and in the lab itself, our volunteer, Mr. Asian. We have artifact 23 in the chamber, recovered from crash
Mr.
site.
Asian?
At the moment it appears inert, showing no signs of activity. Mr. Asian, instructions for each stage will come through to your terminal, and we need you to follow them exactly. Now, some of this may be unfamiliar, so always reference the manual on your terminal for guides on calibration and procedure. Once you've calibrated equipment to match our brief, the green light will flash, allowing you to trigger the experiment. One last thing. Ensure that any equipment non-essential to the current experiment is switched off. You cannot proceed until your calibration matches ours. When you're ready, let's bring this back.
This is like keep talking and no one explodes. Is enclosed in solid. X-ray the artifact to determine its internal structure. Can I? Manual. So wait. Internal analysis. X-ray the artifact determines the internal structure. Okay. So, 1. Card apparatus. Monitor set to X-ray. Charge CC86 X-ray device. TV input modes R3 IR XR. press tab to roll over the text chamber. Okay. Now I can do stuff with my mouse. Oh, that's where the drill comes in. Okay, laser. R3. It's the laser thing I don't need. Signal generator. Ah, okay. So there's those. What's this thing? Okay. Let's just quickly see here. So monitor set to X-ray, charge CC86 X-ray device. Oh, I think this is just telling me what those are. Okay. So CC86 X-ray device. So it's charged. X-ray the artifact. Okay. Test chamber, drills. Okay. So you. I need to actually put the thing in here. How do I do that? Or do I? Or is it just telling me that? Oh. Awaiting X-ray data. Oh, I've turned the.
Okay, good work. The X-ray is coming through now. There's no visible damage to the surrounding organic material, and no signs of activity either. All output is flatlined. Okay, let's begin.
Yay! Oh. I went like a little like achievement unlocked. Upstage JMC, thank you for subscribing. Blade Wolf 1412 for 41 months. Hope you're having a great time. I am. Demonstrate the effects of laser light on the object. Try with low powered red laser to begin. Laser set to RGB. A low power red laser 650. Okay. Lasers. And then. Oh. The artifact appears to be a heart.
No reaction from first stage. Let's try a high frequency.
I'm digging this, although I'm concerned. Like at the moment, I'm only afraid because I know that there's horror elements to this. So far, this is not scary, but the scariness is in the anticipation of scariness. Not in scariness itself. So 510, we're going to go to now. How about a green laser? Green laser pointers are cool.
Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again.
How come I'm in here doing this and you guys are out there? Is there something you guys know about this that I don't? Blue is 455. Hey!
Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. There's no activity registering in the core. Possibly damaged.
This reminds me of Inside a little bit. The acoustic resonance properties. Alright, so 250 hertz. Sine wave with the gain set to 1. So sine wave and gain set to 1. Wait. Acoustic properties. Okay. Sine wave. Wait, what did it say? 250? Okay. What? Sine wave. Two 150 hertz. Hurts so good. And amplifier set to 1. Oh, turn off the laser. All right.
There's not much of a response. Updating the experiment now.
Level up. 500 sine wave amplifier gain to 5. All right, we're really kicking it up a notch here.
Seeing some fluctuations in activity.
Ellie?
Should we increase? Is there a risk of damage? What about low clear?
I think that's me.
Okay, we're going to push further. I'm running out of time. Let's switch around.
This reminds me a little bit of. This seems like something that might be described in like the SCP files. Have you guys ever read those? Square wave. Okay, so same thing, just square wave. Where they'll be like, oh, that's creepy. I think that's not part of the game. Sorry, I think this told me to update my virus definitions. didn't like that.
Seeing good activity on this side, seeing definite spikes in movement. I know this might seem uncomfortable or
I
dangerous.
like the principle involved in this.
Trust us and keep going.
The principle involved in this appears to be keep doing things to it until something bad happens. And then don't do that again. Alright, we're going up to 1 kilohertz, folks. I don't know, I'm starting to feel kind of bad for this heart. I don't know why. I mean, it's a heart. Oh. Whoopsie doodle.
Full activity registering. We did it.
Really?
Hear us.
That was what
You've
was
made
supposed to happen?
excellent progress. You're doing great. Now we need you to stay calm and try to relax as we go through these next steps.
You guys saw that it exploded, right?
Alleviate some of this discomfort.
Oh boy, he is so dead. Wait. Is the microphone still on? Oh, whoops. Proceed to drill the surface. Wait, the heart was a protective casing? Switch drill on. Alright. It's pretty straightforward. Get drilled. Oh, it didn't like that.
How do you feel?
Okay.
Don't be scared.
We
We
have
have
to-
the situation
We've
under control.
determined drilling
Take a few moments, and when
is
you're ready,
not
we'll continue.
what it likes. This is good. This is all important science. Can I unvolunteer for things? Is that something we can do? Thing is kind of dark on here, isn't it? Sorry about that. It's a little brighter than that. In reality. Well, that's actually closer to reality, I think. You can you can actually see some stuff to the left-hand side of the manual. Safety instructions. I'm getting aperture science. Thoughts from Hey, thing. How's it going?
Stay calm. You're doing fine. Don't be afraid.
Oh,
I'm sorry to have to do this, but we have to know. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. It's time to remember.
Oh, jeez.
Don't try to speak. Stay calm.
This all turns out to be a text adventure game that I'm playing in my
You're a proxy
bedroom.
now. You have a connection to the entity's
I'm
inner
gonna be really
core.
disappointed.
It's like a conscious black box. It can show you its memories. Look into it. The visions will translate onto the screen to be something that you can understand.
It's weirdly high resolution graphics. Stop that. Well.
Remarkable. You can navigate its memories. Use the computer. Work your way through.
Its memories are a text adventure game? Get out. Wake up in the cryopod. Force yourself up. Leave. Sorry, weird alien memory thing, but your text-based interface is complicated. It's not. Your text-based interface was not well designed. Didn't I do open cryopod? Yeah. Open door? Oh. It's controlled remotely. Push button. So I can do open door. The alert clamp shut's controlled remotely. Wait. Use hole? Go hole?
Retrace the steps, Mr. Asian. Explore these memories.
I'm
Your
trying.
commands into the computer.
Use is controlled remotely. Poisonous atmosphere. Wait, what does this thing do? Force yourself up. Oh, well. Oh, by the way, there's a computer terminal by it. I blame you, weird floating thing. Be better.
This organ was taken from what we think was the leader. These memories are different. They're not like the others. There's more detail here. Less hazy. Lean in. See what else it hides.
I'm leaning. I'm a leaning. Yeah, so far my biggest problem with this is not actually like, there hasn't been really any like puzzles that have stopped me. It's just been bad text adventure parsing, which is not supposed to be part of the game, I don't think.
This is incredible. How are we getting all of this? It's describing the moment we found the ship. Mr. Asian, please continue.
Well, look around. Apparently that's what I have to do now. Leave. Stand up. Look stars. Move metal. Stupid lights. Say hi. Talk. Look, figure. Go figure.
Your heart rate is elevated, but you're doing well. For what it's worth, very few of our test subjects ever make it this far. You should be proud of yourself.
And it wasn't that hard. Sorry, I'm just gonna take a quick stop because I really gotta go to the washroom. One sec. All right. Let's get back into this. I feel like the previous people maybe were just really bad at text adventures. Pygmy90 is a new subscriber. Also, I am Toast Beyond Toast for 27 months. It should just...
This doesn't add up. We didn't put this entity in quarantine. It expired at the crash. Whose memories are these? When did this happen?
Now that I know that look around is a thing, it should just basically be doing the look around as a command appears to be vitally important to actually understand what the heck it's doing in terms of the description. You seem to basically have to do that all the time in order to actually know what's happening. It like gives you, when you first enter an area, it gives you a very brief summary, but then in order to actually get the full description, you have to say look around. It should really just be giving that to you anyway. Oh, I didn't like that.
What just happened? What's that alarm?
There's been a disconnection in quarantine lab 15.
Find out what's going on.
Interesting. So this is kind of the same deal. Stuff that's we're doing in the game is affecting real life.
Doc, specimen 20 has left lab 15. It's on the move.
It's on the move, but it's moving really haltingly.
Right now.
It keeps moving forward
Stop what you're doing.
and then stopping and looking around and then spending forever trying to open a door and not succeeding and cursing. Oh, this is nice. Hi! No. Look around. I am apparently extremely unclear as to my own pronouns.
What is that? We haven't seen that before. What is it doing?
It's using the tool we recovered from the crash site. It's in our systems. It's sending something across the network. It's broadcasting.
Ooh.
Mr. Asian, please.
I'm hacking your stuff.
Put you through, but please understand it was for the greater good. We have to know more. Rebelling now could be catastrophic. You don't know what this might do to you in the long run.
Alright. I think this is the first actual puzzle we've encountered, really. These are all the same, right? Yeah. So, that's interesting. Yeah, I can't match the glyph. They're not... The glyphs on the left and the right hand side are different. Dr. McBoop for 30 months. Thank you very much. He's doing bits of the glyphs here. Sorry for having you guys having to see it flash like this. So the Oh, I see. They just show them one beside each other. Okay. Okay, so that one's right. Is that the same? Surprisingly hard to track it, or at least it is for me. Okay, it's just this one. It's wrong. Oh, I guess I got it.
They're all free. They're converging. It's over.
Maybe I wonder if there's an easier way of doing that, or Oh, there's a bunch of them. Hi, friends. We're buddies, right?
Mr. Ishin, please don't do this. We mean you. We mean them no harm. Please, don't do something you'll regret. Wait.
The drill thing was just, you know, for fun.
One day, Mr. Ishin, this will haunt you.
All right. That one wasn't particularly spooky. It was neat though. I like that one. I think I actually like that one better than the first one. Just because it had more actual like stuff to do. The like controlling the different machines was fun. Well, let's check out the station process. Hopefully that was the one in which the epilepsy stuff was the big concern. Hopefully there'll be a little bit more. Sometimes you need to look beyond the screen to progress. I believe these are all were all made by different people. Is that true?
Station 3, do
That
you
might
read
not
me?
actually be true. I haven't checked it out.
Give me a sign, man. This storm is getting pretty wild.
I'm just chilling here in Greenland, maybe. Maybe I'm just a fan of Greenland.
Come on, 3, log in. Quit fucking around.
Very, very poor password management. Stream is a bit too bright now. Oh, you're right. Huh. Let me turn that back down. Apparently that's not just the standard thing.
There he is.
Finally, what took you?
Is the microphone still broken in Station 3?
Hopefully,
I'll take that.
I guess that
yes.
made the flashing
Yeah,
even worse
can't
for you.
reply.
Sorry about
I
that.
should be able to hear you though. Can see activity registering, so your voice is definitely going through.
Oh, okay. We can chat later, 3.
Yeah, this is pretty serious. I've had a distress call from Central. There's a situation and we have to fire up signal monitoring and relay systems right away.
What kind of situation?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's got something to do with
Same-
this storm.
Same
Whatever
name
it
as
is,
the
it's big
person
and wants
last
to
one.
involve us.
Shit. Okay, what do we do then?
Well, my fucking cabin power isn't holding up in this weather, so I can't process the signals myself. 2, you need to feed the frequency information through to the backup terminal in Station 3. And 3, you just need to tune, decode, and process. Just refer to the handbook on the microfilm. It'll walk you through it.
I've never done any of this stuff, so I'm not going to be much help, I'm afraid.
It's simple, honestly. You could do this in your sleep.
Okay, first one is due to appear in a minute or so. Have a quick read of that microfilm handbook. It should be on your left.
I'm gonna get suited up and restart the generator. Don't fuck it up.
NS1 is kind of a potty mouth. Ooh.
Okay, 3, we're up. Do whatever it is you're supposed to do.
What? I'm assuming this is not what I'm supposed to do. Huh? I can't read that. There's got to be a zoom. This is callback code. Is this a zoom here? Oh, that's focus. Oh! Can I focus it better at least? Oh, there's zoom. Okay. Okay, now we're in business. On receipt of this callback code, convention. Why? The spinning seems unnecessary. On receipt of this callback code, version operators must input the following command line into the terminal and execute. Okay. What other stuff we have? Wait. Eagle. Oh. Eagle, Sigma, Abacus. Okay, so there's different callback codes for each thing. Okay. So there's no point in reading this until I figure out what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, I can zoom in even more. And how does putting this on microfiche help? Like, if the point of microfiche is that you can store a whole lot of records in a small area. But if the microfiche only has this one thing in it, it's substantially larger than actually just a printout of the manual. Alright. All code should write down the authorization key in any form. Is that my login? No. Let's see what it said. Maybe there's a thing over here. Cover, Morse code, closing. Wait, now I can actually find out what this says. What the hell's the point of a manual that's redacted? Yeah, the monitoring specified frequency. Maintenance, you are instructed to meet with the supply shipments in case of something that I don't know, do something I don't know to my 14th and 15th molar teeth. Okay. Everybody remember that. If something happens that we don't know what it is, do something that we don't know what to do to our 14th and 15th molars. So this doesn't have a number. Let's just quickly try. what's this here? So is that transmission broadcast frequency? This is all about callback codes and stuff. Let's look at the appendix maybe. Oh, Morse code. Wait, some of the Morse code is wrong? Phonetic alphabet. Okay. Code words. Oh. Is this a thing? Signal modulation. This is very keep talking and no one explodes. Except I think I might explode regardless of talking. So signal modulation. USB or LSB? Well, I don't know. Okay, how about I set this to thing and see what happens. FM. Okay. Abacus. Making progress. Making progress. Abacus. Alright, we're gonna go sys.exe minus D minus E. Or is just gonna be like RM minus R. Allocate colon 2, is that an 8 or a 0? Zero, okay. Allocate colon 202 A. Wait. There are 2 L's in allocate. Did I mention I'm very bad at spelling? This is not a good time for text adventure games. And we're not going to output log this. Okay. Oh, I needed a colon. I gotta...
13, 0, 14, 14.
Nope.
13,
Nope. I keep wanting to tab to go to the next.
9, 3. 13, 0, 14, 14, 9, 3. 13.
Okay, my light here just turned green and the signal stopped. So I think you did it right.
Yay!
Next one coming up in 30 seconds, apparently.
Don't leave them hanging too long. I don't know what they're for, but I know we have to make them top priority or I'll get shit.
Of course, don't worry, we'll keep on top of it. Okay, there it is. Creepy sounding things, aren't they?
Six, 14, 0, 1, 2. 26, 14, 0, 1, 2. 26, 14, 0, 1, 2. 26,
Oh.
14, 0, 1, 2.
Ambiguous English. Alright. Chevron. Portfolio. Kansas. Mask. Canvas. Wait. Oh, Kansas. Mask. Canvas. That's not... Chevron. See this callback code. Conversion operators must input the following command lines into the terminal, substituting any dynamic variables and execute. Oh, variables. Wow. Man. I kind of want to write. I feel like.
26, 14.
Just gonna detune this. Wait. I don't need to do that. Just turn it off. Okay. What was it? rf.init wz. ref.init proc begin. I feel like this would be appropriate for like a Perl script. Proc begin. Get int. Int. Whoop. Whoop. Get int and then X, Y, Z. Okay, capital. Get dot int. Okay. Number from the broadcast code. So X is where X is the second, Y is the fifth, and Z is the sixth. Okay. From the broadcast.
26, 14, 0, 1, 2.
Fifth and sixth.
26, 14, 0, 1, 2. Fourteen, 0, 1, 2.
Got there.
Thanks, 3. Just pushing this update to the transmitter now. Getting the hang of it, huh? Next one coming up.
I wonder if there's people who did
one.
this
What does GCS mean?
during the,
GCS?
during
What do you mean?
the war,
Yeah, no, this next
Cold
one
War,
has
or
come through
various
with an
times,
additional note.
maybe even now,
GCS
where you're just like
equals E1,
receiving
E1,
signals and
M1.
sending them on
I've not seen it before.
and doing this sort of
Check the microphone.
weird busy
Might be
work.
something in there about it. Listen, let me know when you're done with that one. I haven't heard back from the transport team and I'm starting to worry.
Sure thing. Okay, here it is. Whoa.
Active scenario.
Okay, that's different.
Flashing red screen.
Yeah, quite the warning sign.
Shit. Something's going on. The last two must have just been testing the system. Tune it as normal and I'll see what I can find out once I get these goddamn lights on.
I mean, I know number stations are a real thing, but just the idea of like the things sort of coming in and then reading a manual to find out what you're supposed to put in, and then just sort of sending it on without knowing what the input is and what the output is. It's just kind of this like total black box to the person working on it. Like, I feel like most of this, I feel like most of that kind of thing is now would be done by like computer systems, so it's completely automated, but maybe there are still people having to do it. Ah, crap. God damn it. I do like that they're like, screw the letters, you won't need to use them. Why don't we just have it the number of dots are the number? Okay. You know what? I'm actually just gonna write this down. Alright. So I call it 0. Nine, 7, 0, 9, 6, 3, 1 that I thought was a 6 is actually a 7. And then there's another 0 at the end. Okay. I have 97730. Let's see if that's right. 097730. Yes! Ha! All right, Kansas. Yes. I wonder what number that was in Morse code. Orange, landscape, whiskey, canvas. That can't be right. Is it really canvas and Kansas for the phonetic alphabet? That seems wrong. That seems very prone to mistakes. All right, point.package.ex. Yeah, kilo. That should be, yeah. And then X is the largest number from the original broadcast, and Y is the smallest number. 9. 0. And then the SAL A40 4G? Looks like 4G, minus 4G. Aish. No way we've got 4G internet out here. Yeah. Is it minus 8? Boop.
Okay, one, we're done. Nothing has happened really, all good. What did you want?
I'm about to head outside to look at this generator. My cabin is completely out. Listen,
Hey,
I just
make
checked
sure
the
you
roster.
look
We were supposed to hear
around.
from the supply team
Otherwise,
in
the
3 days.
generator might not be clear
But I had
as to
nothing.
where it is.
No responses either.
Shit. The storm?
I hope not. 3, can you monitor a range for me? They use an emergency signal somewhere between 8,500 range. FM. See if you can track it down for me.
That's
Eight-
our supply for the next 6 months.
8
They
and
turned
eight
back,
and a
what do
half
we do?
thousand?
We can reschedule.
You can't narrow
I'm
it
more
down
worried
at
that
all?
They didn't turn back. Otherwise, we'd be having a drink by now. The boat was called 20F.
God, yeah. Okay. 3. 8,500 FM somewhere. See if you can pick up a distress signal or something.
Somewhere between 8 and 8,500 on the FM. That doesn't... Well, I guess I just look for the lines.
Rekenprogramma op uw laatste rust brengen. Het afgemaal weer die zich voordoet aan de oostkust begint zich tot het binnenland te verspreiden.
Oh, that's handy.
En boven de oude ergerse activiteit in de atmosfeer. Meteorologen kunnen deze
May-
afgemaal bezig nog steeds niet verklaren.
Maybe this is a thing.
Van meer monitoring naar deze avond. Dit zijn
3, 8 to 8,500 FM.
Yeah. Oh, 8,000 to 8,500. Well, that's just, especially when there's subtitles, that's just unnecessarily confusing.
Three, 8 to 8,500 FM. Do it.
I'm working on it. That doesn't sound like a distress signal.
An emergency broadcast received from Madrid confirms the epidemic has traveled across the Atlantic. They have been sighted connecting to central population centers and beginning what is being described as a removal. It's not yet known if the anomaly is still moving with weather systems. We'll bring you further updates as they happen. An emergency broadcast received from Madrid confirms the epidemic has traveled across the Atlantic. They have been sighted connecting to central population centers and beginning what is being described as a removal.
3,
It's not yet known
8 to
if
8,500
This is not it?
FM.
weather systems.
Do it.
We'll bring you further updates as they happen.
Wish I could zoom in on my thing. I mean, like change the scale of the. Here's the German station.
Ze zijn op gegevens aan het verwerken die van verschillende weerstationen in de regio zijn toegekomen.
Does anyone read? This is Supply Vessel 20F. Do you read me?
Oh my god, that's them.
This is a distress signal from Supply Vessel 20F. Please respond.
Is
Is anyone there?
Supply Vessel 20F being
We don't have enough supplies. to
captained
last whatever
by
this is out.
Matthew McConaughey?
We have some on board, but it's not enough. We try to turn back, but storm or them have messed with our GPS and sent us straight into the
What
ice.
on earth is he talking
Well, you
about?
know,
Hold up.
I don't really care. You
Got
know,
word from Central
it's
that
just
New
all
York is
about
falling.
the drive.
Everyone's gone there.
It's all about the
I thought
experience.
us being so remote would give us time, maybe, but I can see them coming. Be ready, all of you. It's 20F out.
Are the
One, are you there?
are
Are
the
you
them
hearing
the
this?
little flying
Lock your door, 2.
spheres?
3, do the same.
What do you mean? Did you hear the report?
I just got a call from Station B at the coast. Something is happening. I don't know what, but they said we had to lock up and stay in our cabins. Then it went dead.
What are you talking about?
Just do it. They're here.
Ugh! Who are they? Shit, one, there's another GCS signal coming in. Do we process it still?
Yeah. As long as the GCS number is going up, we're helping a lot of people.
It was 3 last time, it's 6 this time. What does it mean?
That's good. That's good. Just process the signals.
That's it in.
I'm gonna process the crap out of this signal. Isn't even gonna know what hit it. But it'll be me.
Sierra Hotel Bravo Echo Mike Zulu Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Echo, Mike, Zulu, Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Echo, Mike, Zulu, Sierra, Bravo, Echo, Mike, Zulu, Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Echo, Mike, Zulu, Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Echo, Mike, Zulu.
It's Mike, the first one. I like that people are having trouble considering that's like literally the entire point of the phonetic alphabet is for exactly this scenario, as in a bad connection being able to still tell what it is. Apparently it has failed. Yeah, I think there's something fancy going on here. This is just what the letters are. But then those letters correspond to these numbers. Because, of course they do. Ah! Go proper. Okay. What's happening here? So the frequency is
Echo,
6970. 69, okay. All right, so 15. 2. 21. 10. 4. 7. 15, 2, 21, 10, 4, 7. Yep, that's what I got too.
Mike, Zulu, Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Echo, Mike,
Okay.
Zulu,
Centaur.
Sierra,
Chevron. Sibling. Drive. Sacrifice. Home. Centaur. How I wish this was just a manual. Microfiche has made this much, much worse. Or at least if you're going to make a microfiche, don't make it a microfiche of a bad photocopy. Like, making a microfiche of a bad photocopy just seems unnecessarily complicated. Alright, we have no variables here. M status minus R.
Echo.
Okay. Command.str Z. And h.grid.w, capital W. h.grid.capital W. Execute. RM minus R. Execute. No, wait!
3. There's something... I don't know what I'm looking at. Cabling? 1. I can see something above 3's cabin.
Are you looking at cables?
One of the power lines down.
Wait. We're close enough to each other that you can see
1,
my
are you
cabin?
there?
And yet we're communicating.
Fuck. What the hell is that?
I think
I
Santa's
can't see
dead.
you from here, 1. What's going on?
It's above me. Shit, it's above me. It's over Station 3 too. They're here.
What's here? Jesus, 1, what the fuck is out there?
It's fine. It's fine. You'll be fine.
Shit. Here's another signal. GCS7 equals E1 V5 M1. 1, what the hell? It's flashing urgent.
Did we lock the door? Can I lock? I don't think I have a thing to lock the door. Alright. Well, let's check our USB signal here. It's the problem when receiving the USB radio codes is you always have to try it both the normal way and then upside down. And it's you always get it wrong.
8, 9, 0, 4, 5. 1, 8, 9, 0, 4, 5. 1, 8, 9, 0, 4, 5.
That was
1,
nice.
8, 9, 0, 4.
Sacrifice, eh?
Guys,
I'm
are any of you walking around in that storm?
sure the code word has nothing to
Get
do
yourself
with home,
No
Jennifer.
one's outside. You're seeing things, 4.
Home, Jennifer, sacrifice. Rot.x.
1, 8, 9, 0, 4, 5.
3. Number station 3. This is station 4. Do not go outside. Don't go out there. Stay inside. Lock up. Do not go out there.
I didn't know there was a number station 4. Number station 4. 1, 2, and 3 from the original broadcast represent a longitude.
9, 0, 4, 5.
Guys, I'm shutting down station 5 and getting the fuck out of here. They took 6. Station 6 is fucking gone. Those things just ripped it out of the ground.
Wow, I'm finding out a lot about extra number stations. Actuate Y.
1, 8, 9, 0, 4, 5.
ACT
0, 4, 5.
I'm doing something here. Point dot 1.
4, 5. 1, 8, 9.
And then the authentication word from Appendix C. Okay. I think I'm like aiming something. Alright, we're on USB. This is 8150. Process total number, total broadcast numbers. Total of broadcast numbers. One, 8, 9, 0, 4, 5. $27. So the total is less than 30. Is the total greater than 30? No. So it's Alexander. Okay.
5. 1, 8,
It's all
9,
caps.
0, 4, 5. 1, 8.
Wonder what I just did. I aimed something, and then oh Jesus!
3. James, the last signal hasn't sent. My terminal is going crazy demanding a response. I think the wind has misaligned the transmitter or something. We need to go out to it.
I think people have been
Please,
pretty
James,
clear
I'm
about
sorry,
the
but I
not
can't
going
get
out.
I'm trapped. You'll still be able to hear me though. Go. Go.
Oh, am I James? Is this a blame James scenario we're in now? Oh, I'm upside down. I'm upside down. Well, at S2, I am outside. That was the objective, right? Wait. What brought me outside? Oh, hey. Now this is just a first-person shooter. And apparently I forgot my glasses. Why is everything so out of focus? Okay, your transmitter is misaligned. Oh man. If I like go into, if something happens in this and I end up in a car outside a weird creepy house with a letter in the glove compartment and a key. I'm starting to think this whole Greenland thing is a misnomer. I was hoping I could punch her, do something, but no. Greenland is a dreadful place, a land that's never green. where there's ice and snow and the whale fishes blow, and the daylight seldom seen, brave boy, the daylight seldom seen. It seems appropriate that I would be like humming, singing to myself. Am I just going in circles? La la la. Here's a thing. Backup power. Hey, the generator. Doesn't really do anything for it though. Now let's follow this cable. Starting the generator. This is what I've trained for all my life. Oh, I gotta start the other generator. Is there a ship here? Is that just the foghorn? Oh no! NS2! Are you? Is NS2 Jennifer? Can I run? Yeah, I guess I gotta go back to my base now.
Tired.
Stay with me, NS. Shut up!
What are you doing? James, please.
Why?
He's coming back.
Wait, who said that? That foghorn better not be like my bedside alarm clock waking me up. Because this was all a dream.
That's it. He's coming back. James, everyone is waiting on you. You need to wake up.
Ah, crap. Oh. I don't want to wake up. Wait, no, yes I do. Although that could be... What if it's even worse?
Machines, they are your lifeline. Follow them. Please.
James.
What happened?
Mr. Asian, can you hear me?
Oh boy.
Welcome back.
Dun dun dun.
Whoa. That was actually a pretty good twist. Sort of twist. Like, it's hard to actually consider it a twist when the narrative is deliberately confusing and twisty by its very nature. Like, if you don't know what to expect at any given point, then doing something unexpected is not actually that surprising, which is an interesting idea. You have to actually, there has to be enough internal consistency to create expectations for the player in order for those expectations to be subverted. At this point, I'm just like, okay, sure, my childhood bedroom is actually a number station in Greenland. Sure, why not? Why not? All right, everybody ready? For the last session. But before that, we're going to take another quick commercial break. But after that, it'll be the last session. So we're going to keep the jump scares to a minimum. At least from my end. I don't know what the game is going to do. Here we go. The last session, which could be interpreted in a variety of ways. By the way, this is my, if I go to the other side, see it better. This is my awesome Seneca Crane's Beard water bottle, or bottle, that my brother gave me after we did the Hunger Games on Fight the Future. All right, here we go. The last session ever. For some reason, the fact that you click on it and it says start, it doesn't just start, like you have to click twice, I find somehow it makes it more stressful.
I think that's enough of that for now.
Okay.
You're quite fond of the show, aren't you?
Fair enough.
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
Can I look at a mirror?
This place must be starting to feel like home to you. Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually. Just in here.
Under stress. Quit. Was this released episodically? Or was it
Okay,
released with all four
are we
at
through in the
once?
next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
Being in a wheelchair makes the lack of movement make more sense, I guess.
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready?
I feel like most
Just hit
hospitals
record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
don't have interrogation rooms.
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander, leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian. As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident.
Remote
In our
interrogation
last
is
three
interesting.
sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember. Your mind. It's like a conscious black box.
Oh, hi.
It can show you your memories. Look into it.
Conscious black box is what this was called before, wasn't it? It's not my fault my brain is a crappy text adventure game.
Recent episode. You recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James.
Maybe my
Do you
family
remember?
was
I have
playing
another signal here for
Keep
you,
Talking
James.
and No One Explodes with
It's
me.
at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
Oh. I know how to do this.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04.
Still sounds like Matthew McConaughey. Sounds too laid back.
This is 20F 12
Yeah, the 20F is his name, not
86
part of the
23.
wonder if this is the same as it was before.
Type in the numbers, James.
Report. Ah. That is my patient number. These are not a thing anymore. Oh boy. Road traffic accident. I'll be a little bummed if this is all just like, you're in an accident and this is your brain being dumb. That's like the least, that would be like the least interesting if there's no actual supernatural stuff happening at all. Fatal accident.
This is 20F.
Riders team discovered 2 cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Asian found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. Driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle from the passenger's seat. Mr. Asian was questioned on the scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan, clearly out of control, which he swerves to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. Driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer, 20 years. So whiskey control and Jennifer were all keywords, code words for the thing. They don't have the code words anymore. Anything in here that looks like the kind of stuff I have to write in? Not really. So yeah, whiskey control. Fatal accident. And like, I know that whiskey and control were keywords previously to this. (20F) is the report code. Driver 1 information, driver 2 information. Interesting. I mean, maybe it's just go. Okay, what if I just, write in the circled things? Except fatal accident doesn't really fit with the... Unless Jennifer is the last one. Let's try whiskey control Jennifer. Nope. I guess I can actually test each one. No. 2 N's and 1 F in Jennifer. Oh, right. Except I'm not even getting down that far. There's anything on this page, is there? There's definitely 3 things circled, which is very suspicious. I mean, I guess I could just write it in fully. 20F fatal accident. It's all caps. Let's just see if this does anything. Okay. Now we know. Okay, cool. Out of accident, out of control, and then empty whiskey. Or empty. Wait. Yeah, empty whiskey and then out of control.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
It is one Officer Williams. Wasn't she NS2 originally? 7,000 FM.
It's not like it. At all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving.
Hennings is the guy
He
who
was
got
a
killed in the
father,
other
a
car.
husband. He was fine. No way he caused this. It's him. This Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
It's possible that I do. I feel like I'm hiding something. I wish I knew what, though. Then again, I suppose that is an accurate mindset to the person, the character that I am playing in this game. It's like how you, RPGs often start with you having, or other games also, you also always start with you having amnesia, so that you as the player are kind of in the same position as you as the character in the game. This doesn't make sense to you. Good, good. I'm glad we're all on the same page here. It's cool that there's like a shed in this hospital. I'm sure that's a thing. Oh good. My vision is supposed to be blurry. I actually... What episodes are... This is the 4th. I actually really dig the idea of doing a thing in like a text adventure game, and then suddenly it sort of becomes real and you have to actually walk around in it. In like first person. Like that would be a neat thing. That doesn't seem to be what's happening here. But any game designers out there, I think that would be a really cool idea. Oh hey, an old computer and a key. Those seem relevant to my interests. Just noticed how low res the shadows are. But maybe that's just my strange perceptions of my brain, because I'm, you know, hallucinating. It's just kind of like Assassin's Creed, right? They can get away with a lot. Any glitches in the actual game can be explained by, you know, your perceptions all being messed up. Like if I clip through stuff, it makes perfect sense within the context of the game. Because, you know, everything's weird. Such as some actually pretty bad screen tearing been happening, which there doesn't seem to be a VSync option. But maybe my vision is tearing. Wait, there's another set of keys? Surgery. Futuro. The House Abandoned. Futuro was the name of the computer that I got in House Abandoned. Fly Sail, Greenland, number puzzles. We're getting into like usual suspects territory now. Starting to see all the things that I use to make my sort of delusions. You only caught a glimpse of this room. That's why there's no detail here. Yes, that's why. Oh, you don't want to go into that room. That's where they hid all the bad graphics. Another door you never opened. You don't know what was in here. Should I go check? I should go check this door in this room. Even with the keys, I can't open that. Okay. It's dark, but you feel pretty. I have keys now, though. Can't go somewhere you haven't been. The door is closed to the office, to the streaming office right now. This would be a very inopportune time for somebody to sneak in and stand behind me. I was trying to get into like driver territory too. That was a cool game. Feel dread in the pit of your stomach. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I'm also glad that I haven't told anybody else how to like remotely activate, say, the air horn.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules.
Oh, hey, here. Oh, the heart that was being
Come on, 100 joules.
acted
Charge
upon
amp full to
was
10.
mine. Right.
Come on.
Right. Sorry. 100 joules. Like, normally you don't have to do this for yourself, okay?
Can we get this on the screen, please? Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10. Clear. No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10.
Why did I...
200 joules. Keep the charge at 10. Let's go.
Okay. I kind of get the metaphor here. What was the... Why were you guys drilling into my heart? Also, lasers.
Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full.
Well, that's... If we charge it to 360, we're just going to go around the other... We're just going to go all the way around and we'll be back where we started. That's how that works, right? I feel like they were doing some experimental surgery on me.
Clear. Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse.
Yay!
Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away.
Alright.
Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please. Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation.
Ah!
Switch on a drill, please.
That's where the drill's from. Oh. Could we not?
Please.
Oh, it's gonna go in my eye.
Mr. Aitken, you've made excellent progress. You're doing great.
You said while drilling into your face.
Try to relax while we go through the
Ah!
We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Oh, the poor Jesus. Ooh, color. The room is full of chat? Oh. Go door. Leave. Great big banner. You're going! Yay! Although the party is formally downstairs. Firmly downstairs. Well, maybe we can get into the pantry now. I feel like people who spend parties in the kitchen are the people who say that. I'm not saying that's wrong, but I don't know. Drinks and food on the table. Better than a carcass. A hog roast. Oh, so it is kind of a carcass. Which is better than just, you know, a horrible rotting carcass. They're still writing on the wall? You hog, you're gonna miss each other. Ah. And now she's dead. Probably. Maybe. Maybe that was a dream? I don't know. I missed, oh Jesus, I missed so many subscribers. You know what? Well, we're in not an actually like nice scenario, and before things go too scary, because I'm sure they will, let's welcome these subscribers. Mega Flycraft for 24 months says, well, this is some amount of time. This amount has passed up to now. What I'm saying is time happens and will continue to happen. It's assuming a lot there. Mega Flycraft, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Chipton for 45 months. Creepy Puzzle Stories, yay. Professor Falconer. Having trouble? Maybe some Bezos bucks will help. Always helpful. IndieHawk15 is a new subscriber. Welcome. King Halt for 21 months. Thank you very much. The 510 for 4 months. Snow Cookies has subscribed thanks to a Wabajack. Thank you very much to both of you. Chef Steven for 53 months. Iced Sly for 29 months. Zombini for 15 months. Angry Optimist for 30 months. Twitch says it's my 30th anniversary. I don't think Twitch knows what that word means. Month-aversary. Robo Nixon for 37 months. All in a row. Gregarious Potato for 8 months. Hope you're having a great day, Paul. I am. This game is quite interesting. Complexed One for 19 months. Deshucks for 9 months. Says my first sub baby. Congratulations. Himule for 32 months. And Aman for 51 months. Thank you very much. Sorry if I missed a bunch of those. The clock isn't changing time, by the way. It was the same time at the very beginning of the game as it is now. Yes, I am enjoying the party. Because the alternative at the moment appears to be a hellish dreamscape. Get drink. I'm drinking whiskey, aren't I? Yes. Am I going to Greenland? Why would your dad put a present for you in the room that you're not allowed in? So apparently I was a screw up, and I've starting to turn my life around, I guess. I hope in the way I was a screw up wasn't that I was an alcoholic, because if I was, giving me a really nice whiskey for a present would seem like a poorer idea. Oh dear. Well, this was a nice party. Oh dear. Um, you look like you could use a drink. Oh boy. Tech support. I wish to report a glitch in my game. Yeah. Hello, tech support. I need a young tech and an old tech. Oh, hi, Jen. Leave. Oh!
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I am so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
No. Oh, good. Keys. Cabinet. Glad it didn't care about my spelling. Definitely no keys here. Off to America. Hug Mom. Oh. Of course you don't understand because you're a cold, unfeeling computer. Look, chair. I'll get me coat. Car keys. Okay. Yay! I have accomplished my goal. Ta-ding! You have successfully drunk drived. Congratulations. Yes? Drive? I don't want to do this. Drop keys. Eat keys. What? Oh. Even the game agrees that that would be a hilarious prank. This is that, like, that, thing from, Operation... Not Operation Flashpoint. Whatever that military game that kind of subverts the thing. Spec Ops, yeah. This is the thing. It's like kind of like Spec Ops, the line. You know, it's that thing where it's like the only move in order to make bad stuff not happen is to literally stop playing the game. There's no winning move here. The objective is not to, you know, win. It's not. I mean, it's different than a regular horror game because it's not actually like a thing that's being done to you, right? It's a thing that you have to do yourself, which is the nasty part. All right, let's do this. Kids. If the person you asked for a drive home is so drunk that they can't remember to use their keys to open the door, don't ride with them, please. Oh, there's a note in that glove box. It's for you when you return. Aren't I going to be gone for 6 months? Things are breaking down. Again, if they try to drive without actually turning the car on, that's another good indication that you should not be riding with that person. Oops. Oh, really? Oh, really? I shouldn't be driving. I did not know that. Apparently Jen is part of chat. I turned left, so I know that I'm on the right road.
You're all over the place, James. Pull over. James, for fuck's sake, pull over! James!
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse.
You can only process the
Go
world
on. Show us what you did.
through text adventure games. Right, this is the like ripped up crashed spaceship. You're in grave danger. What do you want to do with the whiskey? I mean, I guess some pour whiskey. Pour it on. Do with the whiskey, I want to pour it on the driver. This is what's kind of interesting and actually cool about this is, like, as somebody who has played a lot of adventure style games, right, there's this interesting sort of subversion of the idea, right? Because from a gameplay perspective, you still want to win, right? It's like, I have this whiskey, and the cops are coming. I have to ditch the whiskey, and try to do the thing. You're like, I have an objective. I should accomplish this objective. Or the thing with, like, getting the keys. It's like, I have an objective. By gameplay standards, I should accomplish this objective. And it's like, it's actually just you doing the terrible thing that you did. Which, to be honest, a lot of the things you do in adventure games could be considered to be pretty terrible.
I know you. I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself,
So who
you
is this
have to
person?
listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember.
Is this?
It was all your fault.
Is the part? This is your sister speaking in your brain.
I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James.
I did a bad thing.
Say it. Tell them.
I did a
Listen
bad
to
thing.
yourself.
It has to end, James. Do you not understand?
This is some real tough love healing this hospital's doing.
This episode you're having must come to an end. Make it stop, make it stop. Do you remember? Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Basically, this horrible thing happened to you, and you did a horrible thing in response. And now you're so sort of catatonic and brain damaged that you can only filter your experience through Stranger Things. Whew! Wow. I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed that it was like, you know, all a dream. I was hoping there was something a little bit more fantastical than that, I guess. But that was pretty substantial. And I do like the sort of subversion, the interesting thing of the, like, even now, even though I know how it's supposed to go or know how it is, you know, when I was in the hospital, like just at the very end there, when you can hear the sister in your brain going like, you never did anything. You know, you did everything just for yourself. And instinctively in my mind, I'm like, oh man, I should have, you know, helped the sister in the text adventure thing. I should have helped the sister first and then done the whiskey thing. But of course, the whole point is that that isn't what happened and that you didn't do that. And you can't have done that. Which is kind of an interesting thing. Yeah, I like that. It is to me this is almost sort of what I would consider to be a a really yeah. This is almost sort of I would call this like almost sort of an ideal example of like a what I feel like what some games games that are accused of sort of being the sort of quote unquote walking simulators or whatever, games that are trying to be, that sort of try to do some, trying to sort of create sort of an interactive experience that is really just you sort of walking around looking at things. Like, this game probably could have been that and told the same story. But having it actually be sort of a game added so much to it, I think. And to me, this is sort of the most... I think it hit a really good balance in that, between the sort of artisticness and the actual gameplay. My complaints about the text adventure system notwithstanding, but like I feel like in some ways the that maybe that some developers may have wanted to tell the story in a more or in a less interactive kind of way. Yeah, the main screen changed, but I think yeah. Personally, I'm not actually like super into the sort of walking simulator type things. I do need a little bit of gameplay to sort of keep my interest, I find. And so I think this game was actually really good in that way. And yeah, so, and I want to thank, yeah, I mean, obviously the story of the, the sort of car crash thing is a little, played out. And that's true. I was hoping for something a little bit more fancy, but it is obviously something that is, can speak to a lot of people's experience, I guess. Exploring instead of being on rails. I mean, yeah. I mean, this game wasn't even sort of on rails. It was more just showing you scenes. I guess that's on rails in the context of the what that means, but anyway, like I find like just sort of open exploring, I find can also be just kind of without sort of an objective. I find to be not that interesting often. And yeah, the way that they did the last session in some ways almost reminded me of like, it's almost like a Portal, like original Portal thing, right? Where you sort of are playing through the first parts and it's like, okay, this is kind of cool. And I'm learning all sorts of interesting mechanics, looking up things and that kind of stuff, but I don't really know what's happening. And then it's only in the final thing kind of combines all the stuff that you've learned throughout the thing. And yeah, maybe the text adventure, the issues I had with the text adventure parsing were because it was in the brain of a person who's brain damaged and suffering through various traumatic mental events. So there you go. You can cover for anything. Um, but anyway, and I want to thank you all for being here and being there here with me to help do this, and this it's this great that we have this show now, that I have the opportunity to do this, because this is definitely a game that I enjoyed more playing on stream with you folks than I think I would have by myself. You know, it's fun to have like high tension and scary things happen when I know that you are sort of experiencing it along with me, at least in a certain way. So it was kind of a fun thing to do. And I don't think I would this is, like I said, this is one of the games that's sort of been in my queue to play for a while, because it looked vaguely interesting, but always other stuff was sort of in front of it, and I felt like I was never kind of in the mood for it. And so this worked out quite nice. And yeah, who knows? Maybe this would be a game that, could be interesting on Talking Sim. Although, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there'd actually be that much to talk about in terms of Talking Sim. The aspect of the like I was saying, the stuff that you do in that last bit, I think is really well conceived. The sort of gameplay versus what you actually want to take place aspect, I think, is really interesting. But I think they've dealt with games that have sort of in that area before, I think. So I don't know if it's necessarily would show off anything new. Whether I feel like it would be mostly just kind of going over the similar points that they have talked about before. But yeah, the interaction between that, I find that idea fascinating, and it's shown up in a few different games. Obviously Spec Ops: The Line, Braid also did it to some extent, especially in the last part of Braid. And this too, the sort of idea of the inherent the stuff, the things that are inherent in gameplay, sort of, that we all kind of know as tropes of gameplay, accomplishing objectives, beating up the bad guy, solving puzzles, but having it be not necessarily what is right or what is good to be doing, but you still do it because that's how games work, right? That's how gameplay works. Which is quite an interesting idea. Obviously, like the sort of the "Will you kindly" thing from BioShock sort of tried to do that too. Which I will say, though, the "Will you kindly" twist from BioShock was like an amazing, like, brilliant, mind-blowing thing, except that there was more game after that. If that had been the end of the game, I think it would have been more interesting. The fact that the gameplay doesn't, or if the gameplay actually had like changed at all after the revelation, that would have been very cool. The way it was, I felt it kind of lost. It was kind of dulled in its impact in the sense, because nothing actually changed in the game. But it was a pretty mind-blowing revelation, though. Like, they played that very, very well. Anyway, yeah. So this was very cool. Nice little short. Play it forward, and if you've seen the schedule, wait, I can pull it up here. If you see the schedule, we have 9 o'clock coming up tomorrow, and all our normal streams. But Play It Forward will actually be the next session, because this is not, well, this is Play It Forward, but this is kind of a bonus Play It Forward. The next actual sort of full Play It Forward will be starting at the end of the week. Bees is going to be playing Shadowrun, which should be super cool. But speaking of Talking Simulator, we got Talking Sim for Heaven's Vault coming up tomorrow as well. And then we got Let's Nope, where they're playing Until Dawn. I don't know, maybe this should have been, we should have saved this for Let's Nope, but I think of all the, only the first episode was actually what I would call like scary. The rest of them I was more afraid because I thought scary things were gonna happen because of the first one. Like the rest of it was impactful, but I wouldn't call it, and like had creepy aspects to it, but I wouldn't call it scary. The House Abandoned was had me legit pretty scared, you know, pretty freaky. Not really, Let's Nope. They would just called it art and gotten bored with it because of puzzles. It's true. But it's sort of, because the things that were set up with the House Abandoned, like because that was the first one, you know, and it was super spoopy, it kind of made, I kind of expected things to get more and more scary as the thing went on, or that, you know, when things got like super quiet, I'd be like, oh no, something bad's gonna happen, but like nothing really did. All right, so yeah, that's Until Dawn on Let's Nope. Now Kiss on Wednesday. I don't know what they're going to be playing, but I'm sure it'll be good. And then Wednesday night, the return of Root. Root. If you've watched AFK for a bit, you will recognize Root because we've played it a couple times before. Twice before, in fact. And so we're trying, this is something we're actually experimenting with on Let's Nope, or on AFK. You know, we've got, of course, the long game where we're playing, you know, legacy games. But one of the things that we were that Ben and I have been talking about a little bit on AFK is that we're wanting to not necessarily legacy games, but bring back games more often on AFK, with the, especially, you know, games that we enjoy and that the viewers seem to enjoy, like Root, in the hopes that we can actually get good at them. Not necessarily in the sense of being like, haha, we are the best at this game, but just in the sense of like, you know, being able to play a good, you know, good games of the game without, you know, having to look things up in the manuals all the time and or get confused about the rules and that kind of stuff. Because it always feels bad if we mess up a game, you know, we get the rules wrong, or we don't, or if it feels like we're not really giving a good outing to the game because we don't know how to play it very well. So it's nice with games, especially games like Root or various other games that we enjoy and you seem to enjoy. I think as in the coming months, we may start bringing games back a little more often than we have in the past. We're still doing new games as well, of course, but just that, you know, that's an option, is that we might do more things where we bring back games that we liked. And in that regard, well, yeah, and like we'll probably keep and allows us to keep the game rules explanations, I think, a little briefer before the game. I believe for this one, the plan is to, because we have the expansion for Root. So I think we may be doing that, which adds otters. And something else. It adds otters and another faction. So that'll be interesting. And then we got LRMTG on Thursday. Thursday night, Tinker Tailor Solder Fry, where Ian is going to be, he's finished his leather bag. Now he's making a leather sunglasses case. Maybe to go with the bag. I don't know. And then on Friday, Was ist das? Another pre-release. That's right. Watsy has been going silly with the PPRs, or technically speaking, it's actually game releases. New sets that have been coming out. There's just been a lot of supplementary products, right? The Modern Horizons is technically like a supplementary product, and Core 2020 is kind of a supplementary thing too. It's not part of the sort of blocks, and so yeah, it's been pretty heavy. But yeah, we're gonna be doing the pre-release for Core 2020, and as the description says there, this is the Oops All-Lure edition, because for various reasons we were trying to set up some stuff for the pre-release, but it didn't work out, and because of various other things that are going on in the Magic. I think there's some other Magic events happening right around this time, so a lot of potential guests were busy doing other things, and because the time was so tight for this, we thought that maybe we would just try it with just Loading Ready Run. So it's the Oops All-Lure expansion, or PPR. So all of your favorite Loading Ready Run people will be there. I'm assuming. I'm assuming all of the Loading Ready Run people are your favorite Loading Ready Run people. And then Adam's Game House on Saturday, where Adam's going to go back to Darksiders. That's right. He is pledged to complete Darksiders this time, and apparently he's super digging it, which is excellent. Yeah. And then, as I said, also on Saturday in the evening, it's going to be Hong Kong, or Shadowrun Hong Kong. He's going to be playing the game Hong Kong. No, Shadowrun Hong Kong, Beej is going to be playing. And if you look at the schedule, you'll see that Beej's Play It Forward streams are kind of generally in the evenings. And as we talked about, when we first talked about Play It Forward, for each person, each crew member that is doing a Play It Forward is sort of able to set their own times for when they're going to do it based on their own schedule, and because of course 3 times a week can be a little bit difficult to schedule if you're depending on what other stuff you're doing, and so it's an individual game will be on the same 3 days every week at the same time, so at least we'll try to make that as even as possible. But yeah, so maybe those of you who it's not so good when we're streaming early in the morning or earlier in the day, maybe having some evening streaming on Saturday and Sunday and Monday, I believe, after Dice Friends, maybe that'll work out better for you. So, and if it doesn't, that's okay too, because it will be the next Play It Forward will be at another time. So, Anyway, thank you everybody for watching and joining me on Play It Forward for Stories Untold. The stories are no longer untold. And I will see you all y'all later. Bye.